Hello, my name is Lily.
And my name is Max.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Fluent Hub. I'm so happy you're here with us today. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you've been listening for a while, we are so glad you decided to spend some time with us today.
Hey there. Great to have you back. I've been looking forward to today's episode all week, honestly. We've got something really practical and useful lined up for you.
Same here. I was actually thinking about this topic this morning when I was waiting for my coffee to be made, and the barista was taking forever. I had certain expectations, I expected it to be ready in 5 minutes, and it took 15.
That sounds familiar. And that brings us perfectly to today's topic. Today on Talk Fluent Hub, we are going to talk about how to express your expectations in English. This is something we do every single day, but a lot of English learners don't know the best phrases to use.
That's exactly right. By the end of this episode, you're going to be able to talk about what you expect from situations, from people, and from yourself, all in natural, fluent English. You'll know phrases that real English speakers use every day, not just textbook sentences.
And here's something fun we'd love you to do. Think about one expectation you have right now. Maybe it's about your English learning journey, your job, your family, anything. Write it in the comments below. We want to hear what you're expecting in your life right now.
Yes, please do that. And while you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe button for Talk Fluent Hub so you never miss an episode. We post new content regularly to help your English get better and better. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right in and start talking about expectations. Okay, so let's start with the basics. What does it even mean to have an expectation? An expectation is something you believe will happen or something you think should happen. It's your mental picture of the future.
Right, and in English, there are several very common ways to express this. The most basic structure is subject plus expect plus object or infinitive. For example, I expect good service. Or with an infinitive, I expect to finish work by 5 o'clock.
So if I'm meeting a friend for lunch, I might say, I expect her to arrive on time. Or if I'm waiting for a package, I'd say, I expect the delivery tomorrow. Very simple, very natural.
Exactly. Now, let's look at a few more examples so you can really hear how this sounds in everyday conversation. Here are 5 clear ones. I expect this project to be finished by Friday. She expects a salary increase next year. They expect us to call before we visit. He expects the meeting to start at 9. We expect good weather for the picnic.
Those are really practical. Can you think of an expectation you had recently that turned out to be wrong? I'll go first. I expected my favorite restaurant to be open on a public holiday. It wasn't. I was so disappointed.
Oh no, I had something similar. I expected a film to be amazing based on the trailer, and it was honestly quite boring. So sometimes our expectations don't match reality, right? And that's totally normal. Can you think of a time your expectations weren't met? Write it in the comments. We'd love to hear your stories.
Now, what about negative forms? This is where a lot of learners make small mistakes. To make expect negative, we say I don't expect or I didn't expect. For example, I don't expect this to take long, or I didn't expect him to be so kind. The word don't goes before expect, not before the second verb.
Can you say, I expect not to finish on time? Technically, yes, but it sounds a little unusual. Most native speakers would say, I don't expect to finish on time. It's more natural. So try to keep the negative close to expect in most cases.
Now, let's also talk about questions with expect. You might want to ask someone about their expectations. You'd say, what do you expect from this job? Or do you expect him to come? Or how much do you expect to earn? These are really useful in interviews, in relationships, in daily life.
So to sum up this first section, use expect plus noun or expect plus infinitive to talk about what you believe will happen. Make it negative with don't expect or didn't expect. And form questions with what, do, how plus do you expect. Practice saying those structures out loud right now. Don't be shy. Talking out loud is one of the best ways to learn.
Great. Now let's build on what we just learned. Expect is fantastic, but there are other powerful words and phrases for talking about expectations that sound even more natural in different contexts. Let's explore 3 really important ones: hope, anticipate, and look forward to.
These 3 are really interesting because they each carry a slightly different feeling. Hope is about a wish, something you want to happen but aren't sure about. Anticipate is more formal. It means you expect something to happen based on evidence or experience. And look forward to means you're excited about something you expect to happen.
Let me give you some real-life situations. Imagine you're going on a job interview. You could say, I hope to hear from you soon.
That's a wish. Or I anticipate a positive response based on my qualifications. That's more confident and professional. Or I look forward to joining your team. That one shows excitement and confidence.
Isn't it interesting how different those three sentences feel, even though they're all about the future? The first one, I hope, feels a little uncertain. The second, I anticipate, feels very professional and logical. The third, I look forward to, feels warm and enthusiastic.
So let's practice. Here's a quick exercise. For each situation, think about which word, hope, anticipate, or look forward to, sounds best. Situation 1, you're sending an email at the end of a business meeting. Situation 2, you're talking to a friend about your upcoming holiday. Situation 3, a scientist is making a prediction about an experiment. Take a moment to think about it. The answers? For the business email, I look forward to hearing from you is perfect. It's warm and professional. For the holiday with a friend, I hope it'll be amazing. Sounds very natural and casual. For the scientist, we anticipate positive results is the most appropriate. It's precise and technical.
Now, one important grammar tip for look forward to. This one trips up a lot of learners. After look forward to, you need a noun or a gerund. That's the ing form of a verb. So it's I look forward to the weekend, or I look forward to meeting you, not I look forward to meet you. That's a very common mistake.
First tip, look forward to plus gerund, not infinitive. Second tip, hope is followed by to plus verb or that plus clause. For example, I hope to pass, or I hope that I pass. Third tip, anticipate is often used in more formal writing and speech. It's great for professional situations. Can you write one sentence with each of these three words in the comments? That'd be brilliant practice.
Let's also compare formal and informal usage quickly. In formal situations, you'd say, we anticipate significant growth next quarter. In informal conversation, you'd say, I'm hoping things go well, or I'm really looking forward to it. The meaning is similar, but the feeling and setting are different.
To review, hope is a wish or desire. Anticipate is an expectation based on reason or evidence. Look forward to is excited expectation. All three are about the future, but they carry different emotions and work best in different contexts. Keep those differences in mind.
Now, let's get into something really useful, talking about what happens when expectations are not met or when things turn out even better than expected. This is something we talk about all the time in real life, and having the right language makes a huge difference.
Let's start with unmet expectations. These are situations where reality didn't match what you thought would happen. Some really useful phrases for this are, it wasn't what I expected at all. I didn't expect it to be like this. It fell short of my expectations. It was a bit of a letdown. I was expecting more from it.
You know, I recently downloaded an app that everyone was raving about. I was expecting it to completely change how I organize my day, but honestly, it wasn't what I expected at all. It was confusing and it crashed twice. I could say it really fell short of my expectations. That phrase, fell short of, is so useful for this kind of situation.
And the opposite, when something is better than expected, is just as important to talk about. Phrases for this include, it exceeded my expectations. It was better than I expected. I was pleasantly surprised. It blew me away. It was beyond what I hoped for.
Can you share a time when something exceeded your expectations? For me, I went to a small, unknown restaurant last month with zero expectations, and the food was absolutely incredible. I was pleasantly surprised. It completely blew me away. That's a perfect use of that phrase. Now, let's talk about how to use these expressions politely, especially when you need to tell someone that they didn't meet your expectations. This is important in professional settings, in relationships, and customer service. You want to be honest, but not rude. For example, if you're giving feedback at work, instead of saying, this is not good enough, you could say, honestly, this wasn't quite what I was expecting. Or I had hoped for a slightly different result. Or I think we can do better than this. I was expecting a bit more detail. These are honest, but much kinder. And there's a great phrase for when you want to clarify expectations before something happens. You can say, my expectation is, or what I'm expecting is, or just so we're on the same page, I'm hoping for. These help you communicate clearly so there are no misunderstandings later. Let's do a little mini practice together. I'll give you a situation and you say your expectation out loud. Ready? Situation, you ordered a pizza and it arrived cold and late. How would you express that it didn't meet your expectations? Go ahead, say it out loud at home. Some great options would be, this isn't what I expected. I was expecting it to be hot and on time. Honestly, it fell short of my expectations. I didn't expect it to arrive this late. All good answers. And speaking out loud, even alone at home, is one of the most powerful things you can do to improve your fluency. So keep doing it. All right, let's talk about mistakes. And I want to say up front, both of us have made every single one of these mistakes when we were learning. So don't feel bad if you recognize yourself here. Mistakes are how we learn.
Absolutely. Let's go through 4 really common mistakes that English learners make when talking about expectations.
Mistake number 1, saying I am expecting when you mean a general belief about the future. For example, saying I am expecting that life will get better sounds a bit off. The continuous form, I am expecting, is usually for concrete, specific near future events, like I'm expecting a package tomorrow, or she's expecting a baby. For general beliefs and hopes, use simple present. I expect life to get better.
Incorrect. I am expecting that I will get a promotion someday. Correct. I expect to get a promotion someday. The simple present is much more natural here. The continuous makes it sound like something is on its way right now in the very near future.
Mistake number 2, saying I look forward to meet you instead of I look forward to meeting you. This is probably the most common mistake with this phrase. Remember, after look forward to, you need the ing form, the gerund, not the base verb, not the infinitive. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to seeing you next week. I look forward to starting this new job.
Incorrect. I look forward to work with your team. Correct. I look forward to working with your team. This mistake appears a lot in formal emails, so it's especially important to get it right. Check your emails before you send them and make sure you've used the ing form.
Mistake number 3, confusing expect and wait. These are completely different. Expect is about a belief or anticipation. Wait is about passing time. So you cannot say, I'm waiting that it rains. That doesn't make sense. You'd say, I expect it to rain, or I'm waiting for the rain. And you can't say, I expect for the bus. You'd say, I'm waiting for the bus, or I expect the bus to arrive soon.
Incorrect. I'm waiting that the results come out. Correct. I'm waiting for the results, or I expect the results to come out soon. Incorrect. I expect for a reply. Correct. I expect a reply, or I'm waiting for a reply. Keep those two separate in your mind.
Mistake number 4, using hope and expect interchangeably when they have different levels of confidence. I hope it works means you want it to work, but you're not sure. I expect it to work means you believe it will work. Using expect when you're not actually confident can sound overconfident or even arrogant in some situations. For example, if you haven't studied much for a test, saying I expect to pass might sound strange. I hope to pass is more honest. But if you've studied hard, I expect to do well sounds confident and natural. Matching the word to your actual level of confidence is key. So to summarize the mistakes, don't overuse I am expecting. Use simple present for general expectations. Remember, look forward to means ing. Don't confuse expect with wait for. And choose hope versus expect based on your actual level of certainty. You've got this. These are easy fixes once you know about them. And honestly, if you make these mistakes, the world won't end. Native speakers will still understand you, but fixing them will make your English sound so much more polished and confident. You should be proud of every step of progress you make. Now let's do some practice.
Okay, it's practice time. I love this part. We're going to do a choose the correct sentence activity. For each situation, I'll give you 2 options. Think about which one sounds more natural and correct. Try to answer before we explain. Say your answer out loud.
Let's go. Situation 1. You're ending a job application email. Option A, I look forward to hear from you. Option B, I look forward to hearing from you. Which is correct?
Option B, I look forward to hearing from you. Remember, look forward to is always followed by the ing form. This is one of those phrases you'll use again and again in professional English, so make sure you've got it locked in.
Situation 2. Your friend just watched a new film and asks if you want to see it. You've heard great things. Option A, I hope it's good. Option B, I expect it's good. Which feels more natural for a casual chat between friends? Option A sounds more natural here. I hope it's good, because you haven't seen it yet and you're expressing a wish. You could also say, I'm hoping it'll be good. Expect would sound a bit too confident or too formal for a casual conversation about a film you haven't watched yet. Situation 3. You're telling a colleague about a new employee's performance. Option A, I expect her to do well. She has excellent skills. Option B, I am expecting her to do well. She has excellent skills. Which is better?
Option A, I expect her to do well, is better here. It's a general statement about your belief. Option B, with the continuous form, makes it sound like something's about to happen immediately, like she's literally walking through the door right now. For general predictions, use simple present.
Situation 4. You ordered something online 3 days ago. Option A, I'm waiting for the delivery. Option B, I'm expecting for the delivery. Which is correct?
Option A, I'm waiting for the delivery. You cannot say expecting for. That's not correct English. You'd say I'm expecting the delivery tomorrow, no for if you want to use expect, or I'm waiting for the delivery if you want to talk about passing time. Great catch. Now here's a challenge for you. Can you create your own sentences using these 4 expressions? I expect, I hope, I look forward to, and it exceeded my expectations. Write them in the comments. We genuinely read your comments and we love seeing your progress. Perfect grammar isn't the goal. Trying and communicating is the goal.
Real conversation beats perfect sentences every time.
Wow, we covered so much today. I'm really excited about all the language we explored together. Let's do a quick summary of everything you learned in this episode of Talk Fluent Hub.
Absolutely. So today we covered three main areas. First, we learned the basic structure for expressing expectations: expect plus noun and expect plus infinitive, plus how to make it negative and form questions. Second, we explored three key words: hope, anticipate, and look forward to, and when to use each one depending on your level of certainty and the formality of the situation. Third, we practiced talking about expectations that were met, not met, or exceeded, using phrases like, it fell short of my expectations, it exceeded my expectations, and I was pleasantly surprised.
And we also went through 4 common mistakes to avoid. Honestly, just knowing those 4 mistakes puts you ahead of so many learners. Every episode you're getting better. You should feel really proud of yourself for showing up and learning today.
Here's something to reflect on. After today's episode, what's one expectation you have for your English journey? Maybe you expect to have a full conversation in English within 3 months. Maybe you hope to feel more confident speaking at work. Whatever it is, write it down somewhere and then work toward it every day.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps Talk Fluent Hub grow so we can keep making content for you. Share this episode with a friend who's learning English. Leave your sentences and stories in the comments. We love every single one. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We'd love to have you as part of our Talk Fluent Hub family.
Learning a language takes time and patience, and you are doing an incredible job just by being here. Keep practicing, keep speaking, keep expecting great things from yourself, because you absolutely deserve to reach your goals. We believe in you. Thanks so much for listening to Talk Fluent Hub today. See you next time.